New power's first power, chain rule,
1.
is also 1, but you want to put it. Okay? There it is. Well, that's a mess. Let's straighten it out. Why don't we take out x plus 3. Slice and dice. And we have x plus 3 from this Easter egg and 2x from this Easter egg. And old Mr. Wade had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, Mr. Wade had one unicorn. Unicorn. Okay. I had a unicorn. Plus 3.
Hippogriffs.
3.
Hippogriffs. 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 We're going.
Right, I like
Yes.
this.
Tigers.
Yeah, okay, this is getting out of control now. Anyway.
Hippogriffs.
Polar bears.
Oh, yeah.
Endangered animals.
Yeah, oh, so many endangered animals out there? Yes. Mr. Wade was illegally putting them on his farm.
Yeah.
And so I had 1 unicorn, I had 3 mammoths, I like the mammoths, plus 2 more unicorns. Now, what kind of farm is that? Who's got a farm with 1 unicorn, 2 unicorns, and a couple of mammoths? No one was. But it's quite common to have 3 unicorns and 3 mammoths. Now, that makes sense, okay? So don't tell me I got 1 of these and 2 of the same thing. No, just say I had 3 of those, right? Put them together. Because I'm telling you, people get stuck here all the time. They're like, what do I do next? Do that. And you know what? It's very rare. By total coincidence, this made a 3, and you could actually take out a 3. That rarely happens. Okay? If you want to leave it like this, you're fine. You get the answer. If anybody wants to factor out the 3, that's okay too. Your choice. Not mandatory, but it's kind of cool how that rarely happens if you can actually take something else out. Okay, so either one is not equal to 0. Now, what about x plus 3? Negative 3. And whether you use 3x plus 3 or x plus 1, it's the same outcome. It's x equals negative 1. Okay? And you have 2 answers. Or should I say 2 critical numbers? But not all critical numbers make, well, we're doing decreasing. Okay? So we have to figure out where the slope's going down the hill. All right? So let's plug in, I don't know,
2012.
negative 2012, how about that? And
2.
if you want to stick to integers, we do negative 2. And yeah, when you can take a 0, I would take a 0. That's good. Or you can take 1,000, 100. Now, did you know that if you plug this into x plus 3, you will get minus, followed by a plus and a plus? Because the change happened around the root of that parentheses. And then when you do negative 2012 times this one, you get negative, you still get negative, and then you get positive. And you get plus minus plus. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Not really. Actually, I knew what it was all along, but I'm in the chair now with the students. I'm kind of surprised at that. I didn't realize it was a snake with a bend, Mr. Wade. You know what would happen if you foiled this out? You have an x squared, an x, and a number, and then you distribute the x, and you'd have an x cubed, an x squared. It's a snake with a bend in disguise. Factored, how like that? Okay? So now we're no longer surprised that it goes increase, decrease, increase. Okay? So, where is it decreasing? That would be right between negative 3 and negative 1, parentheses, excluding. Okay? There you go. Done deal. Usually the increasing, decreasing ones are pretty easy. Once you map out all your critical.
Depends on what
7 minutes if it's negative.
Hey, we got this. These last few go by pretty quick.
if you get a negative instead of a plus.
Okay. Number 8, find the maximum value of this function right here. Okay, keyword. Maximum. Take that derivative, right? Okay, 3 times 16 is?
48.
48. X squared minus? Good. Ooh, that's a crazy looking derivative. I'm scared, Mr. Wade. But don't be scared. Yeah, take out a GCF. 6 x. Okay, 6 times 8 is 48. 6 out of 6 is okay. X squared times X, you don't say. You're welcome, students. Okay? You're very welcome that it worked out so well. Turns out that X equals 0, obviously from this one. And it's a perfect cube, but wait, it's an odd power. So it's only X equals 2. Only 2, but not the negative 2, because you don't get plus or minus with odd powers. Now you can check it. Watch this. Check it. 2 cubed is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0, so it works. You can always check it. Negative 2 would not work. Negative 2 cubed is negative 8, but then 8 minus a negative 8 is 16. Doesn't work. So make sure you get a 0. Okay? All right. Plug and chug. Okay? 0, 2. And if you plug in, let's say, negative 100, 1, 100. Did you know that 6x squared is always positive? Of course it is. Except at 0, but that won't be one of your sample points. It's already a critical. So the first one is always plus, or just forget about it. Okay? This governs the sign right here. Negative 100 cubed is gigantic with a negative, but it's 8 minus a negative gigantic. That's positive. 8 minus 1 cubed? Positive. 8 minus 100 cubed? Oh, that's negative. Plus, plus, minus. Huh, so it's like an up, up, down. Okay? I found a shoe when I was fishing. It's not an actual sign changer, right? Okay, so there's that, and we're looking for where this function has a maximum value. Okay, right there. That is the highest peak in all the
I
land.
have to find the log.
Okay, well, I'll just leave it as x equals 2. Let the record show I'm going to the desk over here in my imaginary test. Well, guess what? Let's see, how should I phrase this? How tall is Mount Everest? Nepal. No, sorry, that answer is incorrect. As Alex Trebek says on Jeopardy. Sorry, that's incorrect. We were looking for 29,029 feet. Okay? Jeopardy, right? It's a show on TV. Okay, all right, anyways, so that's where it is. I want to know how tall is it? Isn't that the like word? Take 2, put it back into the original equation. Let's see how tall that peak is. Oh my gosh, Mr. Wade, 2 to the 6th?
A lot of 2 cubed.
Yep. Why don't you factor out a 2 cubed to make it easier for yourself? Or if you're very clever, you could actually take out 2 to the 6th, because that's 2 to the 4th. Okay? But at least take out something. 16 minus 2 cubed. So 2 cubed is 8. 16 minus 8 is 8. Well, it's a lot easier to do 8 times 8, I'll tell you that. And you get 64. And don't put 2 comma 64, just put 64. How tall is that peak? All right?
Do you have to put units after it?
No, because there are no miles, inches, feet here at all. Yep, that is good enough. All right, number 9. Late the game, full court press. Mr. Brady's going to lead his team down the court to win the basketball game. All right, so decreasing buzzword, not that kind of buzzword, but I mean, okay, special word that means take the derivative. 3x squared plus 2 equals 0.
You didn't help.
Isn't that a parabola? Up 2. If you have a parabola up 2, how can it ever get to 0? It can't. Or how about this? Anything squared is positive, times 3 is positive, plus 2 is even more positive. So you can't get to 0. No solution. I don't believe you, Mr. Ray. Okay, all ye doubters, subtract 2, divide by 3. Aaron. No what? Well, not necessarily no solution. No critical numbers. Well, I guess I'll just throw my hands up when I see that one on the test. No solution. Well, not necessarily. You still have to draw the number line, but you don't make any slashes for critical numbers. And when you go to pick your sample point, you can pick any point in the entire row. There are no values.
0.
107, 5, 0, anything. Didn't we just say any number squared times 3 is positive plus 2 is still positive? Or even 0 plus 2 is still positive? Plus, so where is this function decreasing? Okay, now you verified that it's no solution. But all I have to do on the test is change that little DE to IN and make it increasing. And suddenly the answer for increasing is negative infinity to infinity. So don't throw your hands up in the air when you get no critical numbers. Still draw the number line and verify. Okay? Oh gosh, 1 minute left.
What he's saying on the test.
No, and if it was increasing, yes. Where is it decreasing? Whereas it's not decreasing at all.
It's just the test answer.
Okay? Not necessarily. I'm just saying if that's all I have to do, I can change it. I don't know. I don't know yet. Might do the same. Time to jump in. Okay. Derivative 4 minus. What is the derivative of e to the x? E to the x. Okay. Instead of equals 0, add the e to the other side. Oh, yes, indeed. It's our old friend. How do you get rid of e? Natural log of both sides. Okay. And that is my critical. Now, we didn't do one exactly like this. So, if you don't know what decimal natural log of 4 is in a calculator, how do you pick a number that's bigger than natural log of 4? How about natural log of 5 in Genius? And natural log of 3 or 2? And when you plug them into the derivative, 4 minus e to the natural log of 3 is the next expression. Minus 3 is? 4 minus e to the natural log of 5, isn't that 4 minus 5? Negative. Increase, decrease. And so the relative maxima would be, and it just says the x coordinate. So the natural log of 4 minus 1, oops. 4 is 2 squared, kick out the 2, 2 natural log of 2. The old natural log test, always break it down if you can. Okay? So heads up on that one, because it'll probably be like that. All right. You made it. Catchphrase.
Okay.
Monday. I will see you on Monday for blank day.